on, y'all? It's your boy Cameron Mitchell, and we back with another video. So yesterday I spoke with Who's Casper, and we had a one-on-one conversation about what I need to do for the next 3 to 6 months going forward. And basically what he told me was that to make a correct transition in my life, I need to buy all the equipment I need to go ahead and set myself up to be a self-sufficient entrepreneur. He was like, go ahead and buy your camera. You want to go ahead and buy your microphones, your MacBook, all of the necessary tools that you need to be self-sufficient and lock in completely with whatever it is that you're trying to do. If you need to go ahead and get that LLC, if you need to go ahead and get that corporation for your business, or whatever it is, go ahead and get that stuff out the way so you don't have to think about trying to make an investment as you transition through this next phase in your life. And I had told him how I'm working a 9 to 5 right now, but I don't want that to cause me to be stuck as I transition into this next phase of my life. And he told me that you can't be stuck if you plan for the future and execute on your plans. So he also mentioned that being stuck is literally just a mindset. So don't speak on being stuck and don't think about being stuck, and you literally won't be stuck. You can't be stuck. You can always get outside your comfort zone and move. So just invest and save to execute your plan, so when it takes off, you can drop the ball on that 9 to 5 and really lock in with the ball that you want to pursue. So I was like, okay, that's a bet. That's cool. And what I realized throughout this whole conversation, that good questions always lead to good answers. So the better, deeper questions that you ask, you get better, deeper answers. I also mentioned that I want to start 3 to 4 businesses. And I had gave him the rundown of the 3 to 4 businesses that I wanted to do. And he told me those were all good ideas. But he also mentioned that millionaires get rich off one excellent business, scale one business as far as they can, then they use that money to funnel it into other businesses. He was like, focusing at 3 businesses at once, you'll never really get good at one. And he had used an analogy as if you were stacking blocks on top of another. Somebody that's stacking one pile of blocks one at a time is going to get a lot further than somebody who's stacking 3 piles, you know what I'm saying, stacking 1 block here, 1 block here, 1 block here, versus going all the way up. The person who's focused on one will get a lot further. So he also brought up this book, what's the name of the book? The Art of Making Money is Having Some, or the Key to Having Money is Having Some, something like that. But basically he brought up how this guy had a pizza business, right? And how his pizza business was going very well, and then he chose to open up like 5 more franchises. But in the end of the day, what he did was he neglected the pizza business that he had initially, and that caused him to, you know what I'm saying, that business had failed, and then the other 5 franchises he opened up also failed as well, just because of neglect. You know what I'm saying? He didn't scale the business like he was supposed to, trying to open up 5 businesses when he should have really just stuck to putting everything into that one business. So he just gave me that analogy, like really just stick to maybe 1 or 2 things at the most, and everything else will come later down the line. So when he had mentioned that and he told me to really just focus on 1 or 2 things, I told him I was having trouble choosing what route to take first. And he was like, you have to figure out what business is best for you, what skills are you good at, and what your natural talents and passions are. So that's really just through trial and error. So it's not like a one-size-fits-all business, like, hey, you need to do this business first and then do this business. Basically, he was saying that you need to focus on your natural talents, your passion, and then what you're most good at. So he also told me that people miss out on opportunities by not thinking there's an opportunity. And I was like, damn, that's real, because if you don't see an opportunity, you won't never take the chance. You won't never take the risk to expand upon that opportunity. And also what we talked about was posting on social media, because he also he posts on TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and also YouTube. That's his main thing. And I asked him, you know what I'm saying, what do I need to post on first, or what do I need to focus all my energy on first? And he told me that you need to post on all social media platforms. It doesn't matter what it is, because it's 8 billion people in the world, and you want to be able to be seen by all of these people, or maybe not everybody, but as many people as you can. So look at the people at the top of the game, do what they're doing. He was like, do one job and make it work for all your jobs. And by that, he told me, he said, you don't have to try to do YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, etc. on different accords. He said, make them work for you. He said, no, matter of fact, he gave me an example of Kai Cenat, how he does, I'm not going to even say it, but he streams, right? He takes the video that he uses from his stream and puts that whole video on YouTube, right? For the ones who didn't get to see the stream, so they can watch it in the live stream. He clips that up and puts it into small versions and throws that on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, so people on TikTok can go watch the live stream or the YouTube. And then he breaks that down into Instagram Reels. So that one Twitch stream, right, is doing the work for all the other platforms versus trying to do a whole bunch of different things at once. Just focus on one and then allow that to work for you on multiple platforms. And then somebody had asked him why he talks so much. And he told me that if he talks on TikTok, he can take his TikTok live, put it on YouTube, and then flip that 1 minute video into an IG reel or a YouTube short or a TikTok clip from his one live stream, and that completed all his profiles. So I thought that was really smart. You know what I'm saying? Work smarter and not harder. You definitely still want to work hard, but you want to work smart as well. That way you're not burning yourself out trying to go post on Twitter, go post on Twitch, go post on TikTok, when you can just post on one platform and make it work for you. So I had told him some of my future plans that I'm not going to discuss on here, but I had asked him, will investing in my business affect me moving, transitioning into the future? And he said no, as long as you just use your money the right way, live below your means, and be prepared for when shit hits the fan, you'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? He was like, what you want to do is spend your money wisely. He was like, you want to allocate your money the right way and always plan for a rainy day. So he was like, what I'm going to tell you to do is break your money down in 3 ways. He was like, bills to pay, money to invest, and saving. And he told me that if you can't break those into 3 sections, at least break them into 2, which is bills and investing. And he told me saving is not as important as investing, because you can pull money from an investment if you need to save your ass. But if you save your money that's not making you any money, then you kind of hurting yourself. And he told me that he had 100K in his shoebox, right? But when it came time for him to dig into his savings or whatnot, it kind of hurt him versus being able to pull 100K from the investment. That 100K had made him 120K or 130K, and then that way he can pull out maybe 20 or 30K and still have 100K versus the money that's not making money for him. So, you know, all of these things that he told me, I thought it was really smart. So yeah, and this call only lasted about 20 minutes, but the game that he gave me, and like I can tell that he really been through it, because it's different when you talking to somebody and they just talking to be talking, and talking to somebody who's actually been through it and came out on the other side a better person. So really, I appreciate him for that. He didn't even charge me for the call. It was a free call. So shout out to that boy Who Casper. But that's really all I gotta say. If you haven't already, follow me on Instagram, Cam Just Glow. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, Cam Just Glow. Twitter is CamHuncho6. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.